Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Happy Thursday, everyone. I really hope you're well. I hope you're good and that you are looking forward to this new day. I did all in 20 abs this morning. That was at 8 o'clock. So if you were an early bird and you wanted to get your workout in, that was there for you. We're now doing a fitness Pilates for better balance and posture. This is going to be a mainly standing session, really, because obviously I want to work on that balance for you, and I also want to work on your posture whilst you're standing. So a couple of things that you need, gang, if you've got them. If you've got a block, definitely grab a block. If you haven't got a block and you've got like a big book that you don't mind standing on, grab that as well, because we're going to use this for some balance work as well. If you've got a spiky ball, please grab one of those, because I want to release your feet, excuse me, which would definitely help to improve your balance, and a band. All right. So hopefully that all sounds good. Let me know if you are joining me on the live. I'm going to check everything my end as well to make sure that that's all good. Sounds good. Let me know if you are. I think that sounds good. We're all cool. Okay, gang. So let's get going. So we're going to first of all, as we always do, just think about the way that we stand. And this sometimes just instantly improves your posture, just to bring awareness to the way you stand, the way it feels, and kind of being aware of maybe how rounded your shoulders are, maybe the weight distribution that you've got will definitely help to improve. But also it may identify areas where you need to work a little bit more. So let's place the feet together, turn the toes out to the corners of the room, realign your heels with your toes, and then take a moment to evenly distribute our weight between our right and our left foot. So I want you to press into the floor and feel the connection there between your right and your left foot, and really being aware of how that feels for you. And then when you've got that going on, track up through the body, making sure you're putting tension into your muscles, not into your joints. Let your pelvis come into neutral as normal. Good morning, Dawn. So just allowing that pelvis to come into your neutral spine. And then from here, lengthening up through the rest of the body. Grow tall. Shoulders up, down, and away from your ears. Your neck is lovely and long. Bring some awareness to the abdominals and use the breath to do that. So breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the nose or the mouth, whichever works for you. When you do it, I want you to engage those muscles in the abdominals. Let them feel strong, powerful. Relaxing through the upper body and just really being aware of the alignment that you've got going on with your shoulders, with your neck. How does that feel? Perfect. Now release the neck. So drop the chin and then look. And I want you to relax your jaw as you do it. If you caught my women's health talk yesterday, all about releasing the jaw and releasing pelvic pain, you'll know why I do all the things that I do now. You'll know there's always a method behind my madness. And the way I release the neck, it's really important. Relax, take the head over to the right, stretch, roll the head down and round, over to the left. So big circles round, focusing on how that feels for you. Great work. And then hold the head down, roll the shoulders back, big circles. So just being aware of how that feels as you move. Head comes up, And let's release the shoulders. Now think about which direction feels better. But from a postural point of view, definitely rotating backwards is going to open you out a little bit more. So being aware of how that feels. Now from here, bring the arms up and open. Back and down. Let's squeeze and retract the shoulder blades. So I want us to be aware of how those shoulder blades feel. Now, does it feel better for you to have your hands facing forwards? Or does it feel better for you to have your palms facing down? And retract the shoulder blades that way. Really squeeze. So you don't need to bend your arms too much. Just focus here on these upper back muscles. The back of the shoulder blades, your scapula. Well done. Now take the right arm up, left arm down and switch. You're moving like a pendulum. So one arm up, one arm down. That's it, you've got it. Retract and pull back. So pull back there. See how that feels for you as you move. Great work. Well done. Let's circle the whole arm and change. Rotate and open up through the chest. You've got it. One more each side. And then reach the arm down the side of the thigh. So in order to improve our posture, we need to make sure that all these muscles are nice and flexible through the back, through the chest. Because obviously if you're holding tension, that's going to change the way you stand massively. Okay, wrap the arms around the waist, bend the knees, loosen off. And then bring the attention to the feet, and I want you to pedal through. Good morning, Sarah. So let that release, just lift and lower. And think about how that feels as you move. So we're going to think about improving our balance and also our posture. And one of the main culprits are your feet. Because if there's any issues going on with the feet, it's going to replicate and come up through the body. So it's going to change the way we walk, the way we move, the way we hold ourselves. So standing nice and tall, feel free to hold a wall or a chair if you need to. Bring your right foot forward, and I want you to point and flex your foot. Release that ankle. Rotate the ankle and think about how this feels. How does your ankle feel? How does your foot feel? Go the other way. Well done. Change sides. So we point and flex. And again, think about, is there tension going on as you're moving through? Rotate the ankle when you're ready. Go the other way. Perfect. Go back to your pedal push. And we're going to grab our spiky ball right now. So placing the spiky ball underneath your right foot, let's take a rub through here. Now we know the benefits of doing, spiky ball under the feet with regards to, lifting fallen arches, helping with regards to bunions, releasing the tension in the fascia within the foot, helping with regards to plantar fasciitis. But just purely to release that tension that you might have in your feet is going to help you balance much better. Because if your feet are tight, then it's going to affect the balance, and you might find that your balance is a bit wobbly, depending on what's going on with the foot. So let's go under the arch. Let's go round the back of the heel. Let's go on the side of the foot and under the toes. And if you find any spots that feel a little bit sweet, And I say that with a big grin. You know, they might not feel sweet, they might feel actually really quite sore. But if you do find any, I want you just to put some pressure and hold just onto them as much as you want, applying as much weight as possible. Now you could hold this for anywhere between 10 to 30 seconds, and then you're going to go back to the rub. So I know, for instance, people I've worked with in the past that have had very, very high arches within their foot, their balance tends to be really off. And again, it will be because of where they are holding their tension or holding their weight. But also people who've got very flat feet, where the arches have fallen, also it tends to affect their posture. They stand very different. So again, any sweet spots, maybe it's round the side, maybe it's under the toes, maybe it's under the heel. I want you to hold into it and then finish with a really heavy rub with pretty much nearly all your weight that you can put on there in that foot. I want you to really release. Well done. And when that feels good for you, just take a moment to loosen off. And now come back and then go on to the other side. See, so the foot's going to feel different straight away. But again, I want you to apply as much pressure as possible, really working into that foot, coming round the heel, round the arch, under the toes. That's it. Great work. Stay nice and strong as you do so. No rush. That's it. Pushing into the toes, pushing into the heel, under the arch. Really well done. And then from here, you're going to go, again, any sweet spots, press into it just a little bit more. Now, for me personally, it's not so much my feet that feel tight, but my calves and my Achilles feel really tight. And again, that one will be because when I taught yesterday the triple challenge, it was aerobics and step. And again, there's a lot of, weight coming through in both of those kind of components. So I know that that's tightened up my calf muscles. I just want to let that release for you as much as possible. And then go into that press. So really pushing as much weight as you can down into the foot. Good work. And then finishing with that heavy rub. So remember, you can hold there longer than me if you want to. You can hold anywhere between 10 and 30 seconds each time, and you might want to do it more. But I want you to really let those feet release. Good work. And then coming back to your mat, pedal through. Now my feet start clicking straight away because they've almost kind of just moved, and the tension that's been within the bottom of the feet has changed. So just back to your pedal push. Beautiful. Now bring the pelvis forward and back. Let's take the feet wider. And I want you to bend the knees and really be aware of this pelvic position. So many people kind of sit with an anterior tilt, a little bit like me, pushing your butt back, your bum back. And we want to just release that tension in the lower back, so circle round, because it might just simply be that. It might just simply be that the fact that there's tension in the lower back, go the other way, and that's creating that anterior tilt. So give yourself the opportunity to loosen that off. When you're ready, take your legs wide and lunge. Now, I've spoken about this before so many times, but your inner thighs affect your balance. And if they're tight, they will change the position of the pelvis, and that's going to change your balance. So I want you to really stretch them. If it feels better for you to hold on one side, then absolutely do it. Well done. Inhale, exhale. Great work. And then coming back and loosening that off. Now, grab your block. Now, if you haven't got a block, remember, feel free to grab a big book, if you don't mind standing on it. Something that's going to elevate you and lift you up. You're going to come on with your right foot. Your left leg is going to come forward and back. Now, you might find you need to hold on a wall or a chair to do this. But we're going to let that leg swing. We're going to focus on our length through our spine and our balance here. So how's it going? Are you wibbly wobbly or are you okay? Come across and open. So it's really important that we release the feet, release the inner thighs, the ankles, the calves first. Otherwise you're kind of setting yourself up to fail. Let's come around the front and around the back. So hopefully with these feet released, the ankles and the calves released a bit, this balance is better than it would have been before. Well done. We're going to change sides. So over we come, foot comes onto the block. We're going to brush here, forward and back. Squeeze the muscles in the bottom. Now the key to balance, and this is something that I learned when I was at dance school, is a focal point. So if you can pick something that's not moving, that's in front of you, that's not too high up, but actually more kind of like eye level, not too far down as well, because if your head's down, that's the direction you're going to go in. And you keep your eyes on that spot. You come across and open. So you use that as a focal point, just to keep your eyes fixed on it. So maybe not me, just listen to my voice because I'm moving. It wants to be something that's not moving. Let's come across round the front and round the back. Let that hip open up there. Well done. And then you're going to come into your little pedal push. Now, this next bit can be done on the floor or it can be done on the block, depending on how hard you want to work. Let me show you down on the floor first. Feet can go as wide as you need to. We're going to keep our right foot still. We're going to move our left knee. We're going to lift up and push out. So we're working on our balance as we're lifting the knee. The leg is purely a distraction. So obviously, if you want to do that on the block, it's going to make it harder. You need to stand tall and then move the leg. That's it. Put the eyes on that focal point as you're lifting. Good work. One more. And then change your legs over. So again, if you want to be on the floor, you're here. So you're lifting and pressing. Well done. And again, if you want to be up there onto that block, you absolutely can. So really focusing on that balance. Good work. One more. Well done. Okay, so from here, I'm going to just teach you a couple of tricks to help you when you're lifting up and moving your legs, when you're not standing on anything, when you're alternating. So feet under your hip bones. This is the key, that your feet don't come in too close, because if your feet are too narrow, when you lift up, you're already off center, so you're going to wobble. So I want your feet under your hip bones, or maybe even wider. The wider you go, the more stability you're going to have. So we're going to lift up. Use your focal point. Make sure your foot goes down, either underneath your hip or even wider. That's it. Now, your hands could be on your hips. Certainly if you struggle with your balance, this kind of gives you a little bit more centering. Or if you want a bit more of a challenge, you can lift the opposite arm up to shoulder height. Or it can go up above the head. So the further we extend the arm, the harder we work. So whatever works for us, we choose. Absolutely brilliant. But remember, you're not bringing your feet in too close. That's the important thing. Feet under your hip bones or even wider. Good work. One more. Well done. Pedal through the feet. Loosen off. Oh, I thought Bentley was coming back in then. It's freezing with the door open. Okay, roll your shoulders. Let's come back into our posture here through our upper body. We're going to bring our arms forward and I want you to squeeze and retract your shoulder blades. So you are not squeezing and we're not doing this, yeah? It's not like Barbara Windsor, I must improve my bust, way back in the Carry On films. It's a squeeze and a retraction into the shoulder blades. So imagine I've got 2 fingers in between your shoulder blades. I'm standing behind you and I'm asking you to squeeze. Squeeze my fingers. So you're bringing about that connection. Well done. Now we can make this harder by using a band. So if you want to use that band, hello Bentley, we can bring our arms here and we can squeeze here. Now again, I don't want you to bend your elbows loads. You've just got a light bend on the elbows, but nothing's coming from there. It's all coming from your upper back. So you're going to pull that back and squeeze. Well done. Let's do one more. Great work. Now, put the band behind you, holding where you feel comfortable. Start to pull those arms back. And again, this is going to help just to draw back into your shoulders. So just as far as you want to go. And being aware of that as you pull back, your palms are to the back wall. You're retracting back and opening your chest. Think about your neck alignment. You're not jutting that chin too far forward. Bentley's got his toy and he's trapping it underneath where the radiator is, underneath where my mic is, and I'm frightened he's going to pull everything over. Sorry gang, I was just trying to move him out the way. Squeeze. Well done. Now, option 1, just the arms on their own, thumbs back, take it wide to a V and retract and squeeze your shoulder blades back. So VW, you are bending your elbows now. Pull back, so you make a V and then you make a W. Pull there. Option 2, do this with your band. We're going to pull back and squeeze. So again, we're really focusing on this posterior chain, working through. Fantastic. And then we can squeeze the muscles in the bottom, because again, if these aren't firing, they're going to change your posture. They will definitely affect your balance. So we're going to pull that back and squeeze. Well done. So do what you can. You don't have to use the band. You don't have to do the swim leg if that doesn't work for you. Perfect. One more each side. Shoulders will be fatiguing. Good work. Roll forward. Let the band go. Come to this halfway spot And we are going to lift and lower. So coming into your cat stretch here, with your hands on your thighs, round up, tuck your bottom under, and then push forward. So if your postural problems are because your back is really quite flat, then we need to be focusing on the mobility that we've got in our spine. So our cat to cow is one of our best moves that we can do. So is our roll, but obviously only going down as far as it feels good for you. Inhale, exhale, you can roll, drop the chin. If you want to come all the way over, bend the knees, soften here. Inhale, exhale and rise. Come up vertebrae by vertebrae, roll your shoulders. Inhale, lift. Exhale, roll. Again, bend the knees as much as you wish. And then roll up slow, vertebrae by vertebrae. As we come tall, we're going to bring our arms into prayer pose, shoulders away from the ears, and we're going to take a spine twist. So we go round to the right, and then round to the left. And again, working on this thoracic mobility. Again, I spoke about this yesterday in the Women's Health Talk. But it's, again, really good. If you struggle with your posture, just to work on that mobility through the back. Now we can change the arms into a Cossack position, shoulders away from the ears. Go round. My right arm is on top for the moment. Pelvis comes facing forward. Now change the arms over. So my left arm is now on top. Pelvis faces forward. Change to the right. So I go right, left, and then I change. Twist through. Inhale, exhale, and change. Good work. Let's do one more each side. Inhale, exhale. And change. Good stuff. Relax the arms, rotate round, loosen off. Let's just do a couple with our arms open wide, palms up to the ceiling. Make sure your hip bones face forwards like headlights and they stay facing forwards. Shoulders away from the ears, let's twist. Inhale, exhale, turn. Notice how that feels. This hand position naturally retracts the shoulder blades, so it brings you into a better postural position. I also think it's quite good to let the arms just bend slightly and move them down just a tiny bit, not too much. You don't have to have them here, yeah? Instead, just let them come down a little bit. Well done, one more. Wrap the arms around the waist, bend the knees, loosen off. Fabulous. Bring the attention back to your feet. So loosen off here, lift and lower. Well done. And then what I would recommend, just a couple of things that you could do on a daily basis when you're doing sort of like a bit of a mundane job, like brushing your teeth or waiting for the kettle to boil, or maybe you're waiting just for anything to happen. Try to balance on one leg. And I want you to really feel the foot that you're standing on. Feel all parts. Your big toe, your little toe, the back of the heel, the two parts of the back of the heel. And change sides. Remember, make sure your feet are going under your hip bones or wider. You aren't kind of putting your feet too close together, setting yourself up to fail. So just bringing that attention there to that foot. Try and relax your toes, don't grip too much. Well done. So when the kettle is boiling or when you're brushing your teeth, see if you can stand on one leg. These little things on a daily basis will make it better. But remember, your eye line needs to be up. So not too far down, but also not too far up because you'll wobble as well. So something just slightly below eye line would be perfect. And it doesn't have to be that you take the foot fully off the floor. It might be that you're just coming here with your toes in contact. So just do one more. Well done. Roll the shoulders, loosen up. Okay, take a breath, inhale. Exhale, roll down, drop the chin, go as far as you want. Feel free to come to that halfway spot or all the way down. Let go of any last little bit of tension from your body. Let it fall out of the crown of your head. And then rise, vertebrae by vertebrae, bringing the neck and head up last. Coming up, rolling your shoulders. Now we take a breath, and as we exhale, we're going to bring our hands down and we're going to come back to our perfect Pilates posture. Think about the way you are standing now. How does your back feel, your shoulders, your pelvis, your neck? Inhale, rise. Exhale, engage the muscles in the bottom, bring the pelvis back into neutral, and grow tall. And one more time, inhale. And as you exhale, breathe away any last little bit of tension, because you know if you're holding tension within the body anywhere, it's going to affect everything. So take the right arm above the head and the left, right hand forward and the left, right palm in and the left. Give yourselves and each other a superb round of applause. Well done, everybody. I hope that you found that informative. I know it wasn't too much of a workout, but there were some key things in there to really focus on to help you with regards to your posture, with regards to your balance. So I'm really hoping that that felt good for you this morning, and that's given you, not just a workout, because I like to educate as well. Whether you are a participant or you're an instructor, I think it's really important to know why you do everything, why you do the things you do. So well done, everybody. Have a great, great day. We've got Body Max at lunchtime, 12:30 today. It's a pre-record, so I won't be actually live because I'm delivering a course today, but it's a pre-record. It's a great workout. So if you want to join in for that one, absolutely do it. Dawn, I will see you at 3:00 for our one-to-one session online. And have a great day, everyone. And I'll see you soon. Dawn said that was really helpful. Love that. Thanks. Sarah said perfectly balanced. Thank you. Always encouraging my ladies to practice balance when brushing teeth. Yeah, absolutely. Good work, everyone. Take care. And I'll